Begin broadcast. Humble Among broadcast system number 154. Begin. We got Steven. We got Emily. We got me. And we got Shaggy Tudo singing the national anthem.
You know how you gotta do it? Check your tones. With a bazooka. And you gotta do your hand like that too.
That's how they do it.
All right, here we go. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail from the twilight's last beaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars brought peace to the night. Some about bombs, but fuck. Ramparts we held.
I've grown numb to this
bombs
performance.
bursting in air gave proof to the night that the flag was still there. I'm doing good, ain't I? There. Yeah. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land of the free. Gotta give it a second for the audience to pop a little bit, let it sizzle. And the home of my boy Dave. How did I do? Was that almost there?
Oh. All right. Oh, I lost it. There. Where is it? Oh, yeah. Let me do the reveal. Skits Craven and the dude from The Daily Show, if you didn't know. Hey, what's up? What's going on, guys? Humble Among broadcast system number 154. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. First of all, I think what I'm going to do... Oh, it's on Top Chat. Hold on, let me fix that so we can see everybody. Thank you, everybody who pulled up. First of all, I think we're going to keep the American theme going, and we're going to watch this Daily Show clip. I've been dying to make a video about this Daily Show clip. I still might make a video about it with my thoughts more concise, but I fucking wanted to just kind of watch it and react to it that way. So let's do that first. I want to watch this Daily Show video. Let me find the fucking stack here. And we'll put our dumb faces right here too, so you guys can see our cool dumb faces. Hold on, let me make our dumb faces just a little bit smaller. Steven's being a problem already.
She's licking my nose and I don't like it.
You don't like it? No. She only licks your nose. She doesn't want to lick my nose. Alright, we'll just put it right there.
Come on, dude. Get out of my face, bro.
Alright, let me get... Where's that other one at? This fucking tiny ass. I need to get like a second screen or something. All right, you haven't seen this at all, right? Okay.
Like most presidential elections, this election will be determined by disengaged, working-class, independent voters from a few...
And I'll go ahead and start by saying I do have a problem with this. We'll just open with that. I do feel like that this is... I don't know what they were going in trying to get, but I have a sneaking suspicion they didn't get what they were trying to get. And they had to sort of pivot with their edit. I'm going to explain myself further as this goes.
So I'm at a gathering of such voters in Thornville, Ohio. Okay, so it's 2024. We have a very exciting presidential election coming up. Very exciting. Everyone's really happy.
I didn't see this guy at all.
No, we heard about him walking around the day he was there, but we didn't see him at all.
Who are you voting for?
He would have stuck out like a sore thumb with the suit on and stuff.
Come on, dude.
No, my damn body. None of you voted.
So I don't like how that's played for laughs, the reveal that, oh, it's Juggalo.
Are you going to vote?
Hell no.
Why don't you plan to vote?
Because
shouts out to
you're
Mystic.
voting for...
Oh my God, fuck
So-
yes!
Mystic probably comes off the best, I think, of all the Juggalos speaking in this. Shouts out to Mystic. That's a cool motherfucker. I do feel like they were going in, I don't know, I think they were going in hoping they would get some Trump supporters. That's what I really think that they were going in hoping they would get. I don't know if they interviewed any Trump supporters. They definitely are a couple of them scattered around the gathering and shit. But I just feel like they didn't get what they wanted, so they edited this in a certain way.
Who pretty much doesn't care about your existence.
Like, there's nothing
Like
that's been
The
improving
Daily
for
Show.
us low-income people. It's been
shit.
I have never voted in my life. I never will vote. Juggalos don't get involved in politics.
Yes, this is the Gathering.
So they went with the angle of dumb juggalos don't vote.
Right,
That was the
yeah,
pivot.
yeah.
That was the pivot they
The
went.
Juggalos, a music festival where young people in America's
That's Painted
heartland
Psychopath.
explore
Shout
new
out to
frontiers in
Painted
fashion,
Psychopath.
self-care, and the arts. While enjoying the music of Insane Clown Posse and other popular
It just
acts
really
of the-
highlights like such classist like
Yo,
attitudes
that's
from
big
like
facts.
10 years ago, you know?
Big
It's just
facts.
like I mean, I guess we wouldn't be juggalos if outsiders didn't do this, but it just highlights that whole outsiders coming in to have a hearty har at the juggalos, and you know, I guess that's in the nature of what being a juggalo is, but
clown
it just
genre.
bugs me, man.
These tens of thousands of disengaged youths could be a powerful voting bloc.
Tens of
If only the political
thousands, and she says that I inflate the gathering
What is it?
numbers.
Whoa.
party would address
I simply say 10,000 on the high end every time, and Cheese gives me shit.
There was
When
probably-
really it's probably more like 3 or 4 this past year. It's probably
Yeah.
still on the high end.
Honestly, there's probably more Trump supporters at Lost Lands. Rich.
Yeah, big facts. Rich fucking rich chads walking around Lost Lands and
big
shit.
Facts.
issues they care about.
Hey, shouts out to Hey, you almost missed it. Look.
Oh, those my bitches.
And I believe global warming is real. Man, it gets hotter and hotter and hotter to go through the summers.
I know it's 9 a.m. and you already have your shirt on. How do you feel
See
about
that editing
cutting
shit?
taxes for billionaires?
Yes, I think billionaires should pay more taxes.
In a way, they're sociopathic clowns.
Legalizing drugs,
See, they didn't-
trans rights.
Psychopathic.
See, sociopathic too. Like really, I don't know, man.
Being pro-choice, women's rights. I think our ethos are based upon however you want to be. You should be accepted.
a killer clown.
If you want to be a trans killer clown, by all means.
See, he wants to interject the
Yeah.
jokes when
Yeah.
this dude's actually trying to make a semi-serious point. Damn it.
Yep.
I'm really glad that the killer clown community has
See, he's
opened up.
bringing it back to like, oh, isn't it funny? They're killer clowns. Like, man, it just is
the trans
frustrating.
community as well.
And there's one policy preference the Juggalettes feel especially strongly about.
Abortions, that's women. That's our body. No one has control over that but us.
We don't want to keep getting nutted in, having babies all the time. Like I like to be child free in my 20s.
I'm gonna put that on a t-shirt, by the way.
Yes. Oh, that'd be
You would put it on a t-shirt and then sell that shit, wouldn't you?
And then make a fuck ton of money
Unsurprisingly,
off of
the
it.
Juggalos were interested in a third-party candidate, and their pick turned out to be more politically viable than RFK Jr.
the world would be a much better place, in my
Happier.
opinion, if there was a juggalo in the White.
So, who would you rather vote? They're going to bring this up here in a second. I want to ask the chat. Who would you rather vote for? Violent J? If Violent J and Shaggy Two Dope were running for election, who would you vote for? Because that's I would vote for Violent J. I'm on Violent J.
To be honest,
the Violent J
I
ballot.
do like Shaggy more. I'm a Shaggy mark, but I would have to vote for Round J because Shaggy not gonna get shit done. He gonna forget to do everything.
Hey, Kosuke's voting Humble Among. I think Odious wrote in Humble Among on the ballot. That is
If we
that is
move
that
into
is
the
an
White
option.
House, if we move into the White House, the first thing we're doing is painting it pink.
Where did I see that? There's that.
Hey, that's how we can.
Connor, member for 25 months. Daily Show was way better back in the day. I totally agree, Connor. All right.
That's how we can
I'm
get
getting
back home to
Shaggy,
DC.
Violent J. We got like 3 Shaggy votes.
Ow! What the hell, Preston? Why are you
What do
stabbing
we got?
me in the back, bro?
Someone referenced Vermin Supreme, who is from Vermont. That's fucking wild.
Come here, dude. Taffy needs you right now. You better say hi to Taff Taff.
No, don't vote Kanye. Say hi to Taffy. Taffy's your biggest fan.
She really is.
Taffy's your biggest
She
fan.
needs you right now. You better be nice.
Oh yeah, positive vibes to
Okay, bye.
Emberly. Also, before I go too far, I want to really quick say positive vibes to Emberly, and also rest in peace to Pokey. Sam Poquette, a juggalo who passed away that a lot of people in the community knew. I was friends with him on Facebook, but I don't think I knew him like that.
Yeah, Preston 2024.
You're gonna vote for Preston, but yeah, I want to say rest in peace to Sam Poquette, Pokey, and positive vibes out to Whoopin' Taffy's homie Emberly out there. Don't want to throw their business out there, but positive vibes out there. Oh, there we go. All right, let's continue. My vote's for Violent J. You would vote for Shaggy, you said?
No, I said I would. I like Shaggy more.
But you would vote for Violent J.
Because Shaggy not going to get shit done.
Yeah, Renee would have to be, like...
I would vote for Renee.
The vice pres and do all the work.
No, I would vote for Renee over Violent J.
Renee for president?
Fucking right.
Yeah, okay, so Emily's writing in Renee.
Balls would turn pink if a juggalo came in.
Honestly, I like how Violent J's mindset works.
Okay. With Painted Psychopath,
or Shaggy
Violent J for
I'd have them up in the White House.
I'd say Shaggy as president and then Violent J as second.
And that makes sense too, as because President Violent J might scare some people.
Of course, the Juggalos would want one of their own in the White House. So I put on my best Juggalo formal wear to find out if
And I mean, once again, the punchline is Hardy Har Har Clown Paint.
J himself would accept the nomination.
That no amount of money. You gotta go places.
Now,
they give you an itinerary. You gotta get up all early and shit.
This is the freshest part because even with their editing, Violent J is so dope and fucking hilarious that his freshness cuts through their fucking editing. They can't cut down a Violent J no matter how hard they try. They try too. They definitely try to make him a punchline.
Even though Violent J refused the mandate of Commander-in-Chief, he had clear policy preferences on everything from mass deportation
Now I remember why I hated Trump, that wall shit.
to women's rights.
They have the right to be the...
So clearly, like, he was talking a lot about how he didn't like Trump because that was taken like, no, now I remember why.
Shit!
Environmental conservation.
We think we're the superior animal on this planet, right? Let me tell you what the superior animal is, a whale.
It's the biggest.
And progressive taxation.
That quote got legs of its own and ran all over the internet.
Democrats basically are saying less taxes on the poor, more taxes on the rich.
I'm assuming you pay taxes.
Up the anus, and I'm happy about it. I pay double what they ask.
He pays double. He pays double his taxes.
Starting to get a sense of where Violent J stood on the issues. But did the head of the Insane Clown Nation see himself in any of the candidates to lead our Insane Clown Nation?
See, this part, like, you can tell Jay gets a little bit annoyed by Dude in this part.
A little pussy hole-ish on the fact that he refused to paint his beard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's a pussy because he didn't paint his beard.
A pussy hole.
All right, what about good old DT?
Him.
Okay.
Because he's all about that wall.
All right. This is Tim Walz. This is Kamala Harris's VP.
Who?
Kamala Harris, this is her VP.
Vice President?
Yeah.
I'm absolutely opinionless on that man.
All right, last we have Kamala.
I want her to win because she's a Democrat and I love my mom.
Okay.
That's it.
All right, that's a beautiful sentiment.
And Jay has explained before that his mom was very, very anti-Trump. Cut a promo, I think, a couple of times on the Patreon or on the Twitch stream about Juggalos don't vote for Trump back in shit. That must have been year 2000. Yeah, that must have been the year 2020, the last election. I remember him cutting that promo. That must have been the Halloween shit then. That must have been the very first streams that they did that first month, October during COVID on Patreon.
How do you say her first name?
Kamala.
Kamala?
Yeah.
See, he's laughing because he's thinking of the wrestler, just like me.
Kamala?
Like comma, la.
That's fresh. Sorry, man, the mushrooms are kicking in.
Oh, sure. I forgot mine.
So Violent J is backing Harris. See, not all Juggalos are sitting this election out. Now, what are the odds he's going to remember to vote on November 5th?
That's what I'm saying.
See, another thing just taken out of context.
Thank you. I love you.
Like, that's clearly not what he reacted to that way. That's very clearly not what he reacted to that way. Anyway, so that was the Daily Show thing. I don't know, man. The Jay part saves it for me because Jay's just funny as fuck no matter what he does. But I just feel like the part where they're talking to Juggalos is just so exploitative. It's the reason I want to press goddamn regular press people when I see them at the gathering. And fucking A, I wish I would have. You know, I had a chance to press Tommy G a little bit at the fucking wedding. I could have asked him some questions like, why are you here? What is your goal with this video you're shooting here today? which are really the two questions I want to start asking these mainstream press when I do see them. And I think it's time to start doing that. I gotta nut up or shut up about doing that shit, because I definitely had opportunities to do it multiple times at this point, and I still haven't done that shit. Anyway, I kind of want to... Oh, shit. Let me talk about this real quick, and then I want to show off some shit that I got in the mail. Some ICP CDs I got used in the mail for a good deal. I want to flex on y'all. I want to collector flex on y'all a little bit. But not a flex would be scamming fans, which I have to talk about this because I've seen so much smoke. There must be fire at this point. ABK, Anybody Killer, has been not sending out merch orders that he's been taking. Like, a lot of them. And not responding to emails. It looks like emails have been... Thank you. Steven is awesome. Thank you. Steven just got a compliment. Your cat is awesome from Mike Bigger. Is there a Mike Smaller? See what I did there? Anyway, thank you. Steven is the shit. But yeah, ABK is not sending out merch orders for merch orders that he's taking. So, ABK on some scammer shit? What's up with ABK? Does anyone got ABK's flip phone number? ABK definitely got a flip phone like Jump Steady, right? He's definitely on the flip phone gang. Gotta be.
Get in his...
Oh, he might have just like the whole, the Nextel, like the chirp phone, like the little guy that isn't even a flip phone. He might still have one of those. What were you gonna say? Sorry.
Asheville said get in his booking email repeatedly and he'll send it eventually. Been there, done that.
Really? So you have to harass dude? You have to harass dude to get your shit? That's crazy.
Bleep, bleep.
That is crazy. Yeah, ABK has been bad about not sending people stuff for the last couple of years. I've seen people complain about it. But it's only gotten worse, which is why I have not ordered anything from him. Holy shit. I harassed him for 6 months. So this has been a thing. Not the first time. Wow, I didn't know it was this bad. I've just recently seen some of the posts about it and threads on Facebook about it and shit. God damn. Well, yeah, don't be wary of buying merch from ABK, I would say. I want to talk a little bit about this secret crash retrieval program name, this Immaculate Constellation. This is slightly older news now. I would recommend, if you want to learn a little bit more about it, there's an interview on the Joe Rogan Experience called with a guy called Michael Schellenberger, who is apparently the journalist who broke the story, who broke the name Immaculate Constellation in the press. There's also a really interesting and kind of hilarious episode of Weaponized, episode 60, Jeremy Corbell and George Knapp's podcast, where Jeremy comes out and he claims that threats have been made on his life and that he has a death switch if something were to happen, where a bunch of information is going to drop if something happens to Jeremy Corbell. If Jeremy dies, because apparently death threats have been made on him. He has a death switch where information is going to drop. Or a dead man switch is what he called it. He called it both names, a death switch or a dead man switch. Now, Jeremy Corbell, I grow more and more skeptical about all the time. I'm skeptical about all these fucking these UFO types on YouTube and shit. There's a couple of them I definitely think are disinformation agents, straight up. I've been pretty honest. I think Corbell's probably an unwitting disinformation agent. He's someone who gets played with information and is used.
He's just like a little nerd.
He's a mark. He's a UFO mark who the government is like using. But there's other people I think who are straight up undercover disinfo agents on YouTube putting out weird theories and ideas. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that. There's a bunch of them I legit think are disinfo agents. But this Immaculate Constellation thing, it seems might be a legit name for the program, the crash retrieval reverse engineering whole ordeal that allegedly exists. Who knows? I'm very excited about a documentary that James Fox is going to be putting out called The Program. Looking forward to that. Check out that trailer. That dropped a while back, but Yeah, allegedly UFO news is dropping. It's always about to drop. We're about to get disclosure, so stay tuned. It's about to happen. About to happen any day now. We're about to get disclosure.
Anything about anything like that the government allows to become public knowledge is bullshit.
Jeremy Corbell is a cornball bullshit artist. Emily's hair color is beautiful. Thanks, Strange Suspicion.
Thanks.
Shouts out to Strange Suspicion in the chat.
So fucking long.
Go give them a subscribe. That's good peeps over there. They just did a trivia stream last week where they gave away a $25 gift card to Psychopathic Vault and a $25 gift card to Amazon, I believe. So go check out Strange Suspicion. Those are the homies.
Excuse me.
You've seen the Elon Musk Tesla designs, the robot, the car, the bus?
No.
You haven't seen them?
No.
So they're getting... So there was memes that popped up when those designs came out that were comparing them to iRobot. You didn't see any of that stuff?
You know I don't be scrolling like that.
So the memes popped up comparing them. And then the director of iRobot actually is... I think maybe gonna sue over legit him stealing designs from the movie. So the meme is like, I don't know if the meme caused this, but I feel like this is a situation where a meme caused maybe a lawsuit or a potential lawsuit at the very least. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can put it up on the screen for the peeps to see too. I'm calling you guys peeps now.
It doesn't even look the same.
It looks similar though, right?
I mean, it's a robot shaped like a person. They're all gonna look similar.
Why does it always do
Anybody that designs a robot that's supposed to look like a person, it's gonna look similar.
So you don't think it was a ripoff situation?
No, it doesn't even look the same. This is stupid.
Show you guys this real quick. Yeah, there's the full one.
Bro, you are reaching, iRobot guy. Just because you haven't made a good movie in 25 years and you need some money, just leave Elon alone. This is whack.
See, there's the robots. I don't know, the bus and the car, I feel like, are almost more...
Stupid.
I don't know. It's definitely similar. They're different enough where I don't think it sticks in court, though, even if it does make its way to court.
And this
it's
is
more
the thing.
inspired by
This
than
is the
ripped
thing.
off.
Back during when iRobot came out and you was thinking like the future, that's how everything looked. Everything looked semi like that anyway. So it's not like the dude that directed iRobot is some kind of like pioneer of the futuristic look. I mean, like, reaching
Reaching a little bit, you feel?
a lot of it.
A lot of bit. I've been reading, all right? So I've been reading lately. I've been trying to be a good boy. I've fucking felt so guilty about this book, Chaos. I'm gonna go get Chaos real quick. Oh, and I gotta talk about these CDs. So I'll do that after.
Steven, why are you staring directly into a light bulb right now?
Yeah, you're looking right into the stage light thing. So I fucking...
See, they set up... Oh!
Your phone went right in...
To the beef bowl.
The beef bowl. So I finished this book, Chaos. It took me 2 years to finish, but I don't feel too bad because it took the author 20 years to finish.
It took you more than that because you had...
3 years at least.
You had that book at my house, at my apartment, the first time
I came over.
visited
So it was
me.
probably more like 3 years.
So that's 3 years.
Probably more like 3 years, embarrassingly enough. But it took the author 20 years to write the fucking thing. It's dense. It can be a little mind-numbing because there's so much exposition in it, but it's a fantastic book if you're into Charles Manson, LSD lore and history, MK Ultra stuff, undercover CIA stuff, conspiracy theory stuff, JFK stuff. There is a lot in there, and basically boiling it down, it seems like, now this is purely speculation, of course, it seems like the CIA funded LSD research in the Hyatt-Ashbury area of San Francisco in the summer of love and maybe a little bit before and after that. It seems like they were supplying LSD and studying people, the effects of LSD and possibly speed as well. And maybe kind of supplied a lot of that shit to Charles Manson and maybe even taught him or he picked up some of their techniques. when
I
it
wouldn't
comes
even
to mind control. This
wouldn't
guy
even be
Jolly
surprised.
West, who Jolly West is a guy who claims to have actually been able to induce insanity in people who were not insane, who claims that he was able to erase memories and implant a false memory into people using LSD and sleep deprivation methods. This is all stuff, if you're paying attention to conspiracy theories, that has been part of conspiracy theory lore for a long time. When it comes to the Kennedy shooting, when it comes to RFK even, Sirhan, apparently he had more stuff he could have put in that damn book about Sirhan and RFK. Shit is fucking wild. I want to do a quick video about this, but I have to kind of take notes and really boil it down as much as I can, because I could just talk for a long time about this and it would seem very disorganized. So expect a video about this in about 17 years. It's going to take me to write a summary about that video. Now, I've been a good boy. I've been continuing my reading daily. I think I only missed 2 days since I started reading daily. It's been over a week, almost 2 weeks probably, of reading daily. I've only missed a couple of days. Yeah, I try to do it when she falls asleep, or if she's cleaning or getting dinner ready or something. I'm trying to read a little bit.
Making him a sandwich.
Making me a sandwich. Shouts out to Waffle Fries. I started reading this. I got a whole stack, actually, of extreme horror. There's this whole this whole genre of extreme horror. This is the Girl Next Door by Jack Ketchum. Now, I knew about this horror movie when it first came out. Jack Ketchum. Ash Ketchum is a Pokemon. Oh, there it goes.
He's not a Pokemon. He catches them.
He's a Pokemon trainer, I said. You didn't even let me finish.
I thought you said he's a Pokemon.
I got interrupted by the book falling. So I bought this stack of extreme horror. This is a movie I knew about back in the day that is supposed to be extremely disturbing. So I already knew about its reputation as a fucked up horror movie. Apparently, the horror movie doesn't even go halfway as hard as the book. I'm about 70 pages in. It hasn't gotten too crazy yet, but I can see it coming.
I have to imagine
it's supposed to be really crazy.
When you write horror, even if it doesn't go into too much more detail than the movie, it's like your mind is taking you there, so it's even more fucked up than it could be in the movies, because they can only put so much on screen.
It was a book first before it was a movie.
But regardless, any book, even if it's written exactly the same, if the movie was written identically to the book still might seem more fucked up because it's your brain.
Books have more, but you can do more with books in general. But yeah, it's really well written. I would so far I would recommend it. I know that it turns people off the further it gets in and gets more fucked up. Let's see. Where did my notes go? Oh yeah, let me talk about these CDs that I got. So I got a whole stack of these. Damn it. I lost it again. Brought that up. I got a whole stack of ICP CDs from a used CD website that I'm still not willing to tell you what it is. Because, god damn it, I'm not going to have you juggalos stealing my deals. Because I got all of these for... These were all $6 to... I think the most expensive one was $9 a piece. These ICP CDs. These are some kind of collectible ones here. So I want to talk about these. First of all, I have a Carnival of Carnage that does... have all 15 tracks. It says it's a 93 Psychopathic. It does have the old logo on the back. I don't think that means anything special. I think it was still probably a reprint. But still very exciting because these are getting harder and harder to find, the 15 track versions. I got this copy of The Wraith Shangri-La, which has... I forget which DVD is it, but I don't have this one. I think I have the other one. I think I have the red DVD. This is the green DVD version. Nerds in the chat, do you know which one is the green DVD version? Might even say on the little spine thing. I haven't popped it in to find out yet. Nerds in the chat, do you know which one is the green DVD version? I got a copy of red Great Milenko Island version. I think the one without Black in Your Eyes and Night of the Axe might be even rarer. Really? Is the 13-track one more rare these days? I remember back in the day, that's all you could find in the store, though. Interesting. Interesting. This is this is a white circle riddle box that someone Sharpied out, which I think does make it slightly more rare. Copy of riddle box, and I think these are all damn near pristine. I don't think the booklets have been cut up. The CDs are almost perfect. I got a, I think that's Jake or Jack, Jekyll Brothers with the red case, all in great condition. Now I don't have this one. I have both of these separate, but I don't have this boxed version of Death Pop, the white Death Pop with, which one does this come with? This comes with Mikey Clark's Extra Pop Emporium disc. So yeah, that's a good little haul I got from this unnamed used CD spot that I like to occasionally just search out to see what used ICP shit they have in there, because I've gotten some hella good deals. That's and all of these are getting, fuck man, all of these are getting harder and harder to find for decent prices. So if you ever see ICP CDs, or you have ICP CDs, just send them to me. Just send them to me. By the way, the P.O. Box, if you'd like to send me your ICP merch that you don't want, or you feel I deserve, there's the P.O. Box. Very shameless. Very shameless there. You want to talk about some shit that we've been watching?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
We saw this is so long ago now talking about this. We saw Terrifier 1 and 2 again. I think maybe we hadn't seen 2 at all.
We had not seen 2 at all.
We definitely had seen 1 all the way through.
We'd seen 1.
But we actually were picking up some on the story threads more this time.
I remembered about the first half of it.
Yeah, same. We must have fallen asleep or fornicated or something. And we don't remember the second half for sure. Or we were tripping or something. Who knows? And any combination of those 3 things probably happened, and we did not finish Terrifier the first time. Watching it the second time, I definitely picked up on some of the small story threads that in the second one. Now, I want to talk about the second one briefly. I probably will end up making a whole video about this because I do think it's worth talking about. I saw someone in the chat last time we were talking about Terrifier saying Terrifier is just all pointless gore. I don't even like to watch. I don't even care about those.
The second one isn't.
Now, you can maybe make that argument for the first one. Maybe. I don't think you can really. I think there's enough, especially when you take the second one into mind, there's enough there that you realize they're building something rather slowly.
The first one really isn't complete without the second one.
No, not at all. I would almost say watch the second one before you watch the first one.
Yeah, facts.
I would almost say that. I would almost say that at this point. Definitely you need to watch both of them. I would even say go back and watch All Hallows Eve though, so you understand the origins of Art the Clown and how he's kind of always been slightly supernatural. Even in those early shorts, he's kind of got some supernatural powers in it or shit. But in the second one, they really start to expand more on the lore. And you realize, oh shit, this is a horror movie. This is a horror movie that is keeping its cards very close to its chest. It is not going out of its way to tell you the entire history of how art became to be. Or there's clearly a connection going on with this Serena character and her family and Art the Clown. Now, Terrifier 3's out now. No spoilers in the chat.
Cheese House 2 years.
Cheese House 2 years of the Alienated. Hey, M and others. Mad Clown Love. Hi, I'm others. How's it going?
I love you.
Mad
so
Clown
much.
Love. I'm others.
Whoa.
Not the mask that always falls down. But yeah, very impressed with Terrifier 2. I'm so curious to see where 3 goes. We were gonna try to see 3 this last weekend and the weekend before, but we saw some other shit.
Yeah.
We saw some other
would have
shit.
rather seen both of those.
Instead, we saw Joker 2, Folie à Deux, and we were both really impressed. And you have a lot more thoughts about this that I think you need to share. I did a whole video about it. Go check out my review video about Joker 2, Folie à Deux. It's a good movie. I think it's legit a good movie. But Em's got some really good thoughts that I wanted her to share.
I just feel like the whole idea of Harley Quinn being like super quirky and silly and hot, like
that's not in this movie at all, by the way.
That's not in this movie at all.
She's a little bit quirky, you know, she likes to set pianos on fire.
The way Lady Gaga played Harley Quinn, I think just, I don't know, it just resonates with me so much more. I feel like that is what Harley Quinn is. I mean, and I know people are bitching about it as a musical, but like there's such a transition from the movie to how it turns into a musical without like giving it away, like of the spots where it is like singing and dancing, where it's like
it slowly starts to grow.
Extremely, it tells the story of what's happening, the transition of musical back and forth. As somebody who does not like superhero, supervillain movies, this is my favorite one that I've ever fucking seen.
And you haven't fully seen, you've watched Joker one time, but once again, you fell asleep during the end of it. We started watching it a second time. I feel like you really need to pay attention to that second half of Joker 1 still to like understand. But I mean, both of these movies are very anti-superhero movies, which is why I like them too. I'm fucking sick of superhero movies, straight up.
I just think that also Lady Gaga is such an amazing actress.
Good performer too. She's just such a good singer.
She is just so, like, I used to be fucking anti-Lady Gaga, and I love her so fucking much now that I think that's why I'm like, I root for her so much in this. But like, her performance in this fucking movie is just, it's fucking incredible. I heard people bitching like that, like, she wasn't like really, she didn't have much screen time. She didn't really need a lot of it. I mean, she had a good amount, but I mean,
people were saying she's only on screen for 20 minutes. She's definitely on screen for more than
what
20
you
minutes. She's singing for at least 20 minutes.
For what you get in her screen time is so prevalent and meaningful to the movie.
Money Matt, this bitch works like 14 to 17 hour days some days. So she's, by the time it's like we ate and it's time to chill and watch a movie type beat, she's lucky if she can stay up for an hour.
I wake up at between 1:30 and 2:30 in the morning for work. So. And
then she will often work until 3, 4, 5, 6.
Sometimes
7, 8.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how she can fall asleep during Joker.
Listen, asshole, I don't fucking like musicals either. Okay?
It's not really heavy.
It's not a fucking musical. It's not like the fucking, what is it, Johnny Depp and the shaving.
It's not like a Disney movie or anything either.
Or even
seeing Terrifier 3 tonight.
What's
Hell
the name
yeah.
of that fucking movie? Best Pies or the Worst Pies in London.
Oh, Sweeney Todd.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not like a Sweeney Todd.
It's not like Sweeney Todd, you know what I mean? It transitions into song and dance for certain parts without giving it away as
the
to
musical
why.
Numbers are almost used as a way for the insane individuals in the movie to communicate to the rest of the world. I guess I'll say it like that without spoiling it.
And it's not show tunes.
Yeah, by the way, some of them are original songs. People were saying it's a jukebox musical. At least one of those songs is off of Lady Gaga's
I love Sweeney Todd too.
Harley Quinn album that she put out in tandem with this Joker movie, which I still got to go and listen to that album. I'm really curious about that Lady Gaga album. Cannibal the Musical is the best musical, Molly Gruesome said. Fucking A right, Molly. You are, yeah, that's probably my favorite musical. That South Park is up there too. But goddamn, Cannibal the Musical is excellent.
Shut the fucking face, Uncle Fucker. You're up on our burning festival.
While she brought up Cannibal the Musical, I do want to say Cannibal the Musical is coming to 4K Blu-ray. Vinegar Syndrome is currently scanning 35 millimeter print of Cannibal the Musical, which I saw some controversy of that. Another UK Blu-ray company is saying that they're scanning an upscaled print, and you should buy our DVD or you should buy our Blu-ray because we scanned the original print and they're scanning a blown up print. Our product is superior. But anyway, Vinegar Syndrome does really good work, and I'm super excited to get the Blu-ray from them. 4K Blu-ray of Cannibal the Musical.
Strange Suspicion. I fucking love Rocky Horror. Okay.
Rocky Horror's kind of meh to me.
Oh,
shut
the fuck up!
That's maybe a controversial opinion. I like the Meatloaf song.
Get out of this house.
I want to talk about, let's see. Beetlejuice. Let's talk about that too.
It was so good.
Because we saw that the day after Joker 2.
It was so fucking good. It was so good.
Shouts out to Beetlejuice for letting as much dark humor get into that movie that actually made it into that movie. Because I really thought they were going to go a lot more PG with it, and instead they went a lot more R and gross out horror route with it. There's a couple of things in that movie that are straight up like gross out horror moments that I did not expect to be that.
There was some disgusting parts.
I loved it.
But it was like cartoony enough.
Yeah, that's facts.
You know what I mean? That like
I do feel like they took a little bit of influence from the Beetlejuice cartoon. I do feel like
big facts.
There's like almost Beetlejuice cartoon lore that they dumped into the movie.
That's big facts.
I feel like Beetlejuice cartoon is almost canon at this point.
I think this movie is so dope because it's literally like if they were filming Beetlejuice and they fucking hopped in a time machine and they were just continuing to film Beetlejuice. Like, it was such a good pickup, and it seemed like the same, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it was so good.
And the way they did Jeffrey Jones in the movie. They did a big fuck you to Jeffrey Jones. Holy shit, is that funny.
Motherfucking, yeah.
If you know, you know type beat.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. If you know, you know. I saw VHS Beyond.
I won't watch that shit.
VHS Beyond was just as much a trudge as I thought it was going to be.
Say that
there were a couple of decent, because it's on all Alien except for one short. But wait, I want to talk about that one short. It's an all Alien VHS one. It's all like alien and extraterrestrial stories. They still mostly fall flat on their fucking face, though.
Was laying down on the couch while he was watching it, and my face was into the couch. Like, I was falling asleep. I was just hearing it, and I was like, why does this sound like Black Ops, like COD Black Ops?
Yeah, the opening one's definitely like a Call of Duty
and
mission.
Then I hear, like, something, and he says, like, okay, and we're all clear, but the way he says it, I was like, this sounds like they just finished a round. Or no, they played like a music tone, and I was like, why did
they said something too?
No. I heard the music, and I said, why does it sound like they just finished a round? And then right after he said that, he said, all clear, and I was like, they literally just.
Do you think that's on purpose?
Yes,
though? It definitely is on purpose.
100%.
Okay.
That's the sound from Black Ops that happens after you kill all the fucking zombies, and the next round starts. Oh. Because it doesn't change screens.
Yeah. They start in rounds.
So they play like a musical note to like show you that the next round is coming.
Interesting.
And
see, I've only played zombies like 2 or 3 times.
I'm the one that even told you about the zombie laugh sample.
Yeah, that's in Devereaux?
Yeah, you were
Devereaux
like, I don't
sample?
think that. And I was like, no, that's exactly.
Yeah, you know better than me with that.
That's what it is.
Man, they're talking about John Waters. Yo, if y'all haven't seen a movie called Serial Mom, go check that out. That is not a musical, but that's a fucking fresh ass horror movie. I think that's on Netflix right now. Go check out Serial Mom if you've never seen it. It fucking holds up so well.
But I refuse to watch the VHS movies. They're fucking trash.
So check this out, though. I did some research. I almost made a video about this in its own right because I thought it was so fucking hilarious. VHS Beyond has a segment in it. I want to get the name right of this segment. Hold on, let me. There's a segment in it that doesn't fit in with the rest of them, right? And it's about a lady who runs like a pet. See, it did it again. I gotta go to Google. It won't let me search in the goddamn. A lady who runs like a pet grooming place, right? And let's see. Stork is the first one. Abduction, Dream Girl, Live and Let Dive. Fur Babies. Okay, so check this out. Fur Babies is about a lady who runs like a pet grooming facility, and I think it's like a YouTube channel is going in there to infiltrate and like see what's the deal with this weird lady because she's got some weird what do you call it? Not ventriloquist, god damn it. Taxidermy. She's got some weird taxidermy behind her of her dead dogs. So they go in there, and I'm totally going to spoil this. So if you turn this off if you care about VHS Beyond, or at least this Fur Baby segment.
Which if you do, I'm judging you.
So they go in. Turns out she is kidnapping human beings and keeping them in the basement and turning them into dog hybrid humans. And I go, this is Tusk. What the fuck? This is Tusk.
It's also that cartoon trailer we saw for Beetlejuice of that cop dog that's a half dog, half human.
Oh yeah, but this is different. It's very grotesque because she's like sewing on dog parts and like turning them into human dogs, basically. Check this out. This fucking blew my wig back. So I looked it up. I'm like, this is weird. Why is this one story, like, why doesn't it fit? Guess who wrote this motherfucking story, y'all? Guess who wrote and directed it? Justin Long, the star of Tusk, wrote and directed this. That means he basically took the idea of a movie he was in, and he's like, oh, I got an idea for a VHS. I got an idea. Oh, you guys doing all alien ones? Well, I got an idea, though. I'm Justin Long. I got famous stuffies. Me famous. Me can do movie too, right, guys? And just totally ripped off Kevin's idea.
Tusk is
How fucking
super
whack is
uncomfortable.
that? That is so fucking whack. Fuck Justin Long for that. I actually kind of like Justin Long too, but fuck Justin Long for that unoriginality. That's so fucking whack. Holy shit.
That is fucking stupid, yo.
Whack as fuck. Fuck Justin Long. Fuck Justin Long for that. It's so fucking whack. It made me so... I was just mind blown that they let him do that. Because it doesn't fit in with the whole movie. And it's so clearly a ripoff of
Why
Tusk.
ain't anybody suing his bitch ass?
I don't fucking know, but Kevin Smith should be mad annoyed with him. We finished Chucky, finally.
Yep.
The TV show. Chucky's done, by the way. No spoiler, they do wrap up Chucky in a way where they very clearly knew that they probably weren't going to get the renewal. And they put everybody in a box. They put all the characters in a box, so to speak. Some toys that they might pull out later if they end up doing a movie or whatever. They definitely hit the reset button, put everybody in a box without spoiling anything. Let's see. Joker 2, we talked about Beetlejuice, we talked about Traitor. We started a reality show on Peacock called The Traitor, which is on some... Traitors?
There's multiple. Cause there's
yeah, there's 3 of them. It's kind of on some The Mole shit, but different. It's pretty entertaining so far.
Half of the players are reality stars, and half of them
are
just
normies,
like
just regular people.
And I like love it because it is like Mole, but then it also has like my favorite.
It has Kate from Below Deck.
Kate Chastain,
which is the shit.
motherfucker. Brandy Glanville, who I hate so much.
Really good though if you like that style of reality show where there's secret people trying to take other motherfuckers down. What's cool is they let the traitors, 3 of them, murder. What do they call them?
Murder.
The faithful.
Faithfuls.
They call them the faithful. The traitors murder one of the faithful, which is the vast majority of everybody. Right? There's like 18 contestants on this show. 3 of them are traitors, and then in the same day, later in the day, everybody votes on somebody to kick out of the fucking show because they think that person might be a traitor. So it's like double elimination, and it's like both sides get to pick an elimination. I really like that aspect of it. Let's see. The Rental is another horror movie I watched by myself because you had already fallen asleep, I think, right at the beginning of it. The Rental is on Netflix. I watched it on Netflix. Directed by Dave Franco. I had seen it on a list of newer good horror movies to check out on streaming or something. And Dave Franco directing it got my attention. Lip from...
Jeremy Allen White.
Jeremy Allen White. Lip from Shameless and The Bear. He's not called Lip in the Bear, but boy, is he Lip in the Bear.
Yeah, literally.
He's in it, which was a nice surprise. I was pleasantly surprised to get some lip action. Don't look at me like that. But yeah, it was a really pretty good horror movie. They like to call it a thriller, but fuck that shit. It's a horror movie. It's got a slasher in it. But yeah, it was decent. I'm glad she didn't watch it though, because there's some stuff in there that would be very triggering for
I'll
you.
end up breaking this goddamn
Yeah, you'd
TV.
be mad as hell at that movie, I think, if you watched it. Or you just be like, turn it off. Turn it off. Nope. Nuh-uh. Nope. Mm-mm. Nope. Maxine is on Max. I wanted to plug that real quick because I fucking love Maxine. Streaming on Max. Oh yeah, by the way, Joker 2 Folly Ado, I think is coming out on streaming October 29th, but I think that's for rental and download purposes. I don't think it's going to be on streaming on Max that fast. I was seeing some people say November 10th or something, for the Max date, so you might have to wait a little bit longer. I do want to do a watch along of Joker Folie à Deux where I don't have to worry about spoiling things so much because I have so many fucking thoughts about that movie.
Darby said NAL sent Cobes a pair of her dirty drawers.
That's still going on. He like kicked her out, and there was she was threatening to drop some dirt on him, right, Darby? Did she drop dirt on him like she was threatening to? I mean, she's just so insane. How can you even take anything she says as like gospel? It's getting dark over there in the Cobraverse, though. I've actually like almost felt it was jump the shark moment. I feel like we're almost in jump the shark territory, and it's gonna be all downhill for old Cobes.
He's gonna die.
He definitely is gonna die. He's pressing charges on her. She posted corn videos of them without consent.
Ew!
I mean, he's done that to himself, though. He's done that without his own consent.
They probably don't have sheets on their bed.
Oh no, and if they do, they're mad dirty. They're mad dirty. All kinds of Wendy's stains on them.
Stop. Oh
There's
my God.
mad Wendy's stains on the Cobes sheets.
It smells so bad in there.
Darby's in here, so I'll bring this up real quick. There's a Street Trash remake, Darby. You know about that? I don't know what the fuck to think about that. It seems... I think I said this on another
Darby
stream.
said the same thing. Imagine the sense of that room. That's what I'm saying. That shit
Yo.
probably smells so fucking gross.
Yeah, it smells like onions and chicken nuggets.
Probably beforehand.
I mean, yeah. You go in there. Spilled Monster energy drinks, concoctions like sticky booze, stale sticky booze.
Vomit.
A lot of stale sticky booze. My homie is working on that remake. Oh shit!
What's up, Red?
Darby, is it gonna be good? Is it got a good reputation or what? Man, if your friend's working on it, you might not want to say it. Nah, it's gonna be trash, bro. It's gonna be absolute shit. My homie's working on it, so it's gonna be fucking ass, dog. Well, I'm curious about it to say the least, but it seems almost unnecessary. I don't know. I got to go in with a positive.
Relic.
Will Gates, Relic said, member for 27 months. Relic said, make cemetery before Darby does. I don't know what that means.
That's weird.
Drink combo, fish sticks. It might smell like fish sticks. I think it probably smells.
No.
He don't really eat fish sticks and shit though.
It's not the fish sticks.
Fish dicks?
It's her cooter.
Oh, her cooter. Yeah, it probably smelled like tuna in there. Let's see. I want to talk a little bit more horror shit about this whole John Brennan leaving The Last Drive-In. I don't even know if I've talked to you about this. So the music guy, the guy who does all the goofy little songs on The Last Drive-In, he made a whole long Twitter X post about how he's leaving. He's not. First of all, it was about him not being at the Jamboree, the Joe Bob Jamboree, which just went down, and he's leaving The Last Drive-In, and this last spate of shows will be the last ones he's involved in. And he went on to describe him not being asked to be part of the Jamboree because he was asking for a certain amount of money for all the work he was doing, and how they're just not going forward with him, or he's chosen to step down, which is really disappointing. Makes me I don't know. It makes me worried about the quality,
the future,
and the intentions.
Last
Yeah, and the future of Last Drive-In. They're doing a Halloween special here in a week or so. I think it might be this coming week.
Shudder was doing like some.
This whole month they've been doing double features, I believe. They're just dropping double features on Fridays with no hosts. So basically, they're just doing The Last Drive-In without a host, and they were doing them themed and everything. So they basically they set up the movies they wanted to do, and just like, well, fuck paying Joe Bob, we'll just drop double features on Friday.
Especially
we don't really need Joe Bob.
People.
It's really disappointing. I think we might be almost at the end of The Last Drive-In, especially with that last season being, we're only doing single movies now. We're not even doing double features. We're going to save double features for specials and stuff to make it feel more special. That's kind of not the gimmick, though, man. That was the gimmick is to make it feel like you're at a drive-in, and this nerdy motherfucker is interrupting it with facts every fucking 15 to 20 minutes.
Talking about Gillette razors for 3.5 hours.
Oh, don't go into the Gillette razor promo. That's probably his worst promo.
Hi, Goose.
Yeah, that's sort of disappointing.
Woo!
I wanna talk about Blorg, aka Glorb. Go check that shit the fuck out if you haven't. I sent it to a bunch of fucking people. the Blorg tracks. Basically, it's this guy who's harnessed AI, I believe, to make hilarious rap songs as Shrek and Donkey, as Marge and Homer, and what was it, Mr. Mackey from South Park are the 3 songs. As Glorb, though, and it is the same guy. I was telling someone about it, and they're like, I don't know if it's the same dude, bro. Like, it's so the same dude. They got the same fucking profile pic. It's Blorg and Glorb. Come on. And the other fucking dude does just SpongeBob. As Glorb, he does just SpongeBob gangster rap songs. It's really fucking good. I'm going to play some of it on a Twitch stream, because I know I'll just get automatically copyright stricken if I haven't already for playing that Daily Show shit. I'm probably going to get a copyright strike, or demonetized at the very least for playing that Daily Show shit. Let's talk about Fred Durst and Limp Bizkit suing Universal. They're suing Universal Music for massively underpaid royalties.
Big yikes.
Yikes. Yeah. Fraudulent accounting practices is another term being used.
Oh my god.
Stemming all the way back to 1996.
Holy shit.
For an estimated $200 million that Limp Bizkit is felt that they are owed. That's fucking wild.
Yikes.
That's fucking wild. All right, I'm gonna roll something, and then, yeah, I'm gonna roll something real quick, and then we're gonna watch this Skits Craven thing. Double speed, because I'm not gonna torture y'all and make you listen to, or 1.5 speed. We'll do 1.5 speed.
Instead.
Yeah, let's do bong hits instead for sure.
Oh no!
She loved dropping stuff, I tell you.
I don't
Was
love.
that the vape?
Yeah. Duh. Fuck my life. These cats are in weird moods, all of them.
All right. $200 million bills, y'all. They're doing a tour of the UK with Bones and shit. I saw. No Corey Feldman. Turns out they're not bringing Corey to the UK for some reason. I wonder why that is. Corey can't have been a pain in the ass on that tour or anything.
Corey said he was whack.
No, Corey Feldman? Not my Corey. Not my Corey. She saw a different Corey then.
He's so fucking whack, bro.
Look up his guitar solo he was
Rather
doing.
not.
Look up his guitar solo he was
Rather
doing
not.
on that tour. Ooh, he was killing
I'd
it.
rather fucking die.
That boy was cooking.
Cooking shit.
I gotta for Twitch, I gotta find that guitar solo, and then I gotta find the podcast where he's describing what he's doing on that guitar solo.
Why would
it's
he?
so good.
That's
It's
gross.
so good.
Oh my God.
All right, so let's watch this Skits Craven interview. This is.
Yes, strange suspicion. I'm gonna be Ronald McDonald because I'm gonna be a 10-piece clown.
Oh yeah, I might. I think I might paint up for Halloween this year. I got some clown paint that I bought.
Where are we going? I'm just doing it for work.
Yeah, we're just chilling. I'm just gonna paint up to scare the kids or something. Oh, I gotta do a stream that day too. Yeah, I gotta do a stream that day real quick. That's one of the wrap-up streams I'll probably be doing, because yeah, that if it's Halloween, that would be I would be wrapping up the pay-per-view show. So yeah, for Halloween, I'll be painted up.
I'm gonna keep my fucking costume on.
I am gonna try to do those streams at about 3 o'clock to 3:30 to 4 o'clock every day. If y'all don't know, for the Train of Terror tour, I'm gonna talk about this a little bit more. I'm gonna do these wrap-up streams where I at least talk about the JCW
Bobby Lee
shows.
in the corner?
What's that?
Somebody said Bobby Lee in the corner.
That is Bobby Lee?
I don't know. That's the closest thing.
I mean, he could be talking about this little guy. Higgins. That's Higgins.
That looks more like Bobby Lee.
Hold on. Let's introduce the people to Higgins. We grab Higgins. This is my childhood doll. This was like my childhood stuffed animal that I've had for a really long time. You can see stains on his face from me trying to feed him chocolate ice cream back in the day. This is Higgins. Higgins has been with me for a long time. Higgins is a real OG. That's an OG right there. Put respect on Higgins' name, okay? We put respect on Higgins' name in this house. What am I talking about?
He's more together than my Kiki pillow, and my Kiki pillow is like 2 months old.
Only his ear is the only thing kind of like showing some signs of wear. That's my Bobo. If you've seen The Simpsons, that's my Bobo right there. But I never got rid of him. Higgins has been here the whole time. All right. Let's do Skits Craven talk. Let me put this on double speed. He's going to sound super funny.
So, with that being said...
Oh, wait, I hate it already.
That's not even him talking.
I know, but that's him sitting down there, right?
I know. Look how douchey he looks. I'm going to say it.
Like what?
He looks like Rash the Sped guy.
Baby.
Am I off base? Does he not look like Rash the Sped guy? That looks like Rash the Sped guy to me. Where's the playback? All right, there we go.
I want to ask you a question that maybe has not been asked yet. I want to talk about this ICP beef.
What do you want to hear?
What do I want to hear? I want to hear, like, look, you're supposed to go perform. You're supposed to go do this. And then all of a sudden, you say, I'm not doing it anymore. And then I see everything happening. These people are talking, about you. They're posting stuff. They're doing all kinds of stuff. So I want to hear about how you feel about it.
Short answer, I don't give a fuck. It was a very little speed bump in my summer plans. But I can't lie and say that I don't see it. I don't hear the craziness. So, you know me. I try to stay off social media. I'll make my post. I'll post my new song, or I'll produce some promotion, and then I'm logging off. If it wasn't for my music, I wouldn't even have social media. I think it's a cancer. I don't like it. I'm not into it. I don't get involved with like drama and stuff like that. I very much keep to myself. But, for some reason, a community that I thought for many years thought related to me as much as I related to them, because we're, very much outcasts, and I always thought that they embraced me because I'm an outcast as well. I go against the norm of the industry. I do a lot of things similar, and I grew up a lot similar to a lot of these, what they call juggalos. And so go on tour and stuff, I'd see tons of these juggalos at my shows, and I always thought it was cool. They'd come with this face paint on their face, and they'd be the nicest people. They'd be, decked out and fake blood all over them. It's stuff I love, man. It's like, we're horror fans. I love it, and they relate to my music. So I always had this like love for juggalos. But then I was doing an interview. I was with Vlad or Smalls, one of those guys I was doing an interview with, and it came up, like ICP came up and saying Clown Posse. And I'm not a liar. I don't pump people's tires. I say it how it is. And I said something, I can't remember what I said, but I said like, oh, like they're legends, but like I don't really like listen to their music because it doesn't really do much for me. It's not really my thing, And then like other horrorcore artists came up in that same interview, and I just, to be honest, I always thought horrorcore was corny, so I was kind of hesitant to even mention horrorcore. But then once
he thought horrorcore was corny, but that's basically all he does is the corny horrorcore.
I thought you were the king of that.
Yeah, he has a song called King of Horrorcore. That's so backtracking.
Dug more into it, I found out like, wow, I learned a lot more about these horrorcore artists that have been doing it since before I was born. But I like.
What the fuck?
I didn't think it was just very, I don't know, man. I don't want to get into it, or we can't.
I think he realized his own bullshit. I think he just realized his own bullshit.
But it's just not my thing. So I always said, I'm going to do the music I make, the horrorcore I make is going to be a different way. It's going to be.
Wait. So is he admitting to finding out about horrorcore artists and being like, I'm going to do this, but I'm going to do it a different way. This is corny. Is that what he's saying?
At me, and that's just what it is. I'm not going to use these dudes as influences and all that. Like I said, my favorite rappers were Wayne, Gucci, Ace Hood. That's who I looked up to. So anyway.
But he just kind of said that he was using them as influences, no? Even if it's in so much as, this is corny, I'm going to do it my way. That's still an influence, no?
That, and apparently it pissed a lot of people off in that community and from that interview. And so the Gathering of the Juggalos, which is a festival they put on yearly, and they've been asking me, or been asking my team, my agency, I think the last 2 or 3 years they've asked for me to go, and I've always been like, nah, like, my agent's like, you want to do it? I'm like, well, what's the bag looking like? And this festival isn't very high end. Let's just say that. It's very low budget, very like carnival-y. And so the bags are like never there. Like I want to know what the main headliner's getting, and then I want to know what I'm getting. And even though it's close, it's still like not up to par with what I would do normally. However, this year they asked for like a third year, And my agent's like, dude, honestly, this is like the third year they're asking you. And it's like, I guess it's horrorcore theme this year or whatever. So that caught my attention. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So, all right, what's the bag looking like? It's better, but it's still like blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, you know what, fuck it. Let's just do it. Let's run it. So we agreed. And then they announced me on their Facebook page. And all of a sudden these comments were like trying to punk me. And they were trying to not only punk me, but then they started DMing my girl. They started DMing my manager. They started DMing my agent. They started DMing people that they know they could get a hold of that are on my team. That's public knowledge on the internet.
Yeah.
And I sit back and I'm like, there's a lot of love in these comments, but there's a lot more hate. But then I know there's so many juggalos that love me, that I've experienced over the years, that I've met personally. And I get DMs every day from juggalos, literally every day. I could show you right now and just scroll how many juggalos been fucking with me and still fuck with me, even after all this shit. But I'm looking at these comments and I'm like, motherfuckers talking about throw.
And that's true, by the way. I will give him credit. This clip was sent to me, or really I got almost requested to talk about this from Millie. Yeah, Millie on Instagram was asking me if I should talk about this. And I really didn't even want to, because, I don't know, it feels like he wants the credit for this. First of all, this podcast is, like, really small. There's only, like, 600 subscribers. This video's only got a couple hundred views and shit. Cyrus Moseni is the channel. And it's like it's a podcast called like The Butterfly Effect or something. So this seems really weird. It's so random, the platform he picked to go on. And a majority, if you watch this, more than half of this interview is about this subject. So for me, it feels like, I don't know, it feels like he picked a platform to talk about this shit on. I just don't know. If there's so many that love him, why wouldn't he show up, Darby asked. It's a good question. That's a really good question. Especially if he's saying he knows that many of the fans are fucking with him. At the end of the day, the answer is he's pussy. Because of the people that were saying the shit he was saying.
Are you fucking crazy? Like, do you know who I am, bro? If any dude, I used to fuck bro when they would look at me funny. Do you think I'm gonna?
What do you think he said there? I have no
idea. People talk to me, my girl, my people like that. Cyrus, that's fucking crazy, bro. You think I'm gonna get on a stage and bow down to you fuckers? Like, you think that deserves my respect? And that's what. So I fucking, I was talking to my agent. I was like, dude, who the fuck do these fucks think they are? Who do they think they are?
It's a bigger clout move for him to not show up and bitch about it than to show up for the people that did actually care. If there was actually any, Darby said. And that's exactly my point. I even feel like this is a part of the extended clout move. I completely agree, and I think this is part of it. I think he's continuing to try to milk that shit, which is one of the reasons that I kind of didn't want to report about this, but I feel like I had to.
They think they can just, like, they think that I'm gonna, bro, I'm trying to say this humbly. I do this shit for a living. I make very good money. I'm very blessed. I'm not a hungry artist anymore like that. I'm driven, but I'm not desperate. I'm not just starting out. Fuck them, right? Yeah. So I sit with my team, and they say, they're trying to have a whole meeting about it. I'm like, fuck that, bro. It's not that deep. It's a fucking festival. For one, it's a fucking festival that's, for being real, it's dying, bro. It's a dying festival. Their numbers drop. Every year they get less and less people that go there. These are people that fucking love them. I'm talking about ICP. Yeah. And their numbers are dropping. They put very little money into the actual festival. I've learned so much these last few months that I didn't know, that I didn't care to know, but I've learned so much that it's a dying festival. And they know it's dying, but they're holding on because they know that the fans that do show up would throw an absolute fit if they just stopped it one year. But it's coming to an end. Slowly but surely, they're very close to nicking it. So they don't make...
No, they're not. They're not close to nicking it.
Barely break even on that shit. Like, it costs a lot of money to run a festival. Yep. These fools are barely breaking even, but they're doing it as tradition at this point.
That's true, because they admit that they barely break even, and that all the money goes back into the shit.
I'm not trying to, like, go out there and perform for people that don't want me there. So I told them, fuck them, we're not doing it. And they said, all right. They're like, well, you should probably announce it. I was like, I'm not announcing shit, bro. I'm just not gonna show up. What the fuck who do I owe them for?
Yeah.
And they're like, it's good business. Good business. Fucking call Rob and tell him that we don't want to fucking do it. What do I gotta say?
So now he's complaining about his manager or agent or whoever wanting him to make a post about it to announce it. This is also weird to me, this section.
And so then they're like, oh, you're right. Yeah, because if I'm going to say something, I'm not going to be too nice in that fucking post. You're not going to, like, you guys don't want to do the cleanup. Like, you want me to fucking say what I want to say, I'm going to say it. And then they're like, oh, no, don't say it. No, I'm like, no, now I want to say something. I see your guys' faces. I want to say something now. So, like, a week or two before the festival, I just made a Facebook post. I said, yo, like, I'm not doing this shit. Like, you guys disrespected me.
And that's the original clout play right there, that Facebook post that his agent wanted him to make.
Threaten me, you threaten my fucking people. Like, I'm not, who the fuck do you think I am to do that? I don't need you. I don't need y'all, man. I'm good. I got a tour that's going to sell out in the spring. I don't need this.
His agent said, you know what, you're right. Maybe you shouldn't do it. And then he said, you know what, now I am going to do it. Does he always play contrarian with his agent? He just goes with whatever his agent doesn't want him to do. Like, His agent probably just uses reverse psychology on him at this point.
Oh my God, you would think that they were waiting for me for years to perform there. They were so upset. Oh, they were so fucking upset, bro. They were so upset. They were mad. I literally made the post, logged off, didn't log back on for like a week. And everyone's telling me like, dude, you might want to log on, bro. Like, so I log on after like a week and my DMs are just flooded. Fuck you, pussy. You don't want to do this. You're not real horrorcore because you didn't perform at the Gathering. It's fucking hilarious, Cyrus. They're like, they feel like these, I don't want to say all juggalos because there's still so many juggalos that I talk to every other day through Messenger and stuff that still love me and I still love them. So if you got love for me, I got love for you. But these fucking clowns, these fucking...
Once again, half of this interview is him talking about this. I want to highlight that again. Half of the interview. The first half is him talking about what he's doing. Majority of the interview, though, is him talking about this.
That are obsessed with me. They're like, they think that you have to, in order to be in the horrorcore genre, you have to like first get through them. Like you have to perform at the Gathering in front of 3,000 people. Like, bro, 3,000 people. Like if you, I don't know, man. It's just crazy to me. These people are delusional. They're bored. They got nothing, man. And I almost pity them. They have nothing. And the ones that have a life act normal. They don't care. They don't have my cock in their mouth. They're normal. So it's a shame, man, because you know I fucked with the community, you know, until this shit. So, you know, fuck them.
Didn't someone from ICP, one of the guys, call you out?
I fucked with him, but fuck.
Yeah, the Violent J. He was, or not.
And here's interesting too. He does the exact same thing. He does the exact same thing that he's about to accuse Shaggy of doing. Watch this shit.
The bald dude, the bald skinny one, Shaggy.
I can't
Shaggy
remember his name.
called me out
Shaggy?
apparently, and I didn't see this dude. You know me, I would have responded real quick to that fool, but I didn't see that shit until like a week. And Lance showed me. He's like, "Hey, you want to see something funny?" I said, "What's up?" And apparently, this dude has a podcast, and it got brought up. My post got brought up or something, and he starts going off. This is the kicker. This is so funny. He acts like he doesn't know who I am, which is hilarious because he 100% knows who I am. One, we have the same agent, right?
All right, now, if you know a Shaggy 2 Dope, this motherfucker will screw up names on purpose, I think. That's my theory. I think he does it on purpose. He will fuck up names. He fucks up people's names who have been in the chat since the goddamn Keegan and the Creep show. He will still fuck up their names. So it's either a bit or Shaggy 2 Dope is just a serial name fuck-upper. Like, you ain't that important to him to remember your goddamn name if he can't remember, I'm trying to think of one of the more hilarious ones he fucks up. There's a couple of really funny ones he fucks up in the chat. I can't remember.
I am. And then the second funny thing is he's talking about, he's a nobody. You can't be somebody and not sell tickets. Nobody knows who you are. You don't even sell tickets. You know the funniest thing about that is? We have the same agent. Guess what access I have? Ticket sales. When Shaggy is by himself touring, my ticket sale numbers and his ticket sale numbers are very far apart. And he's not in the lead, right? But when ICP are together, when he's got his other buddy with him, then that's a different story, right? Because ICP's been around for...
Wait. Who's in another league, though? wait. You're skipping over that part, though.
They do good numbers. But Shaggy should watch his fucking mouth because one...
That's the most no shit moment ever. Yeah, no shit Shaggy does better numbers as ICP. No shit.
You do know who I am. You 100% know who I am.
Guess what? Flavor Flav does better numbers as Public Enemy. Newsflash.
Yeah. Knows who I am. We have the same agent. And the dude's wife, found all this out afterwards. Apparently the dude's wife was in my comment section on that original post I made about the Gathering of the Juggalos. And I couldn't find the comment, but it's out there. So somebody showed me it. Somebody screenshotted it or whatever and showed me it. And she's like, we should talk or whatever. Like, is this all blown out of proportion, whatever? Or is this how you really feel? Like, she was trying to talk. So, bro, your fucking wife is in my comment, but you don't know who I am, right? Shut the fuck up, bro.
Yeah, because Renee like books all this shit, Renee. Of course Renee is the one who knows.
So now...
Shit, in that stream, she might be the one who says the fucking name correctly. It's either her or Justin.
They're legends. I respect them. I don't fuck with their music, but I respect the grind. Now, after that, fuck you. ICP can suck my fucking dick, bro. They're 50-year-old men. They're fucking, I don't know why. God bless them. They're still fucking doing this shit.
Hey, keep that same energy, bro. Keep the same energy.
Why, I don't know. They don't make any money off the Gathering. They barely break even. It's a mystery to me. But you know what? When you're here in your genre, and somebody that was here is slowly going like this, it's gonna make you feel a type of way, especially when you're not showing up to their gathering. How dare you not show up to my gathering, bro? It's almost like a joke between after all this, I've talked to other artists and stuff, and it's almost like a joke as artists. A lot of artists don't want it. A lot of them turn it down because it's almost embarrassing to say you performed at the Gathering, right? Because a lot of artists do perform there are doing it because they have dying careers, their careers are plummeting, or they're not relevant anymore. So it's almost like a joke between like established artists that I've talked to that they're like, bro, good thing you didn't perform there. It's like it wouldn't make you look good on brand, like it would make you look less than. And so, yeah, it's a.
Then why are you talking about it for like 17 minutes in this fucking interview?
A bummer that it happened, but it's such a, I stay away from drama and I stay very private. So when there is any little drama in my life, people like you and blogs and people pick it up and want to talk about it, and I'm here to answer it. You know, I don't really do interviews and podcasts, but if somebody brings it up, let's talk about it.
You think that's gonna turn away the Juggalos?
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if it turns away the Juggalos. I don't need Juggalos, bro. I didn't need them to get on.
What about those people that were your fans though? Are you saying fuck you to them too?
80% of juggalos.
Oh yeah, what was it? Yeah, the 80%.
20%.
Yeah, because we were the 20%, right? The 20% cipher.
I don't need them to elevate my career, bro. If Juggalos had that much power and that much voice, why is no Juggalo artist more lit than me? Wouldn't you think if Juggalos...
Except for the Insane Clown Posse.
So much say and so much power that Juggalo artists would be the fucking killing it? Not one artist of them is more lit than me, besides ICP, and it's only because ICP has been around for 90 fucking years. So, no, I don't need Juggalos. The Juggalos that love me and show love to me, and who I've talked to and stuff and are cool, you are welcome anytime. I love you.
You just said fuck Juggalos, though. Except for the ones that like you.
He's got to be doing better than him.
I mean, if you're a Juggalo and you fuck with this guy, you really got to... I think you really got to question... You got to question
I adore you.
things.
Anybody that gives my music a chance. Anybody that hits play on my shit. I adore you. But if you don't fuck with me, there's the fucking...
I'm not gonna tell you to not listen to Skits Craven. If you like Skits Craven, that's fine. But I mean, I think you got to question.
Need you then, I don't need you now, and I'll never need you.
I think that's one of the most interesting things about you that I've noticed as well is you take a very strong stance in like the fact that like, hey, like if you don't mess with my music, like I don't need it. And a lot of the times that creates a lot of controversy. But I feel like that's why you have
What about the people that do mess with your music and you just tell them to fuck off because they claim Juggalo though? What about that?
Amazing fan base. Like again, I've seen it in person. I've seen it where it's coming from. And I really wanted to dive into that conversation because I know I'm thinking of it and I'm not in that space every day. So I want to make sure that you had a chance and opportunity to be able to say what you said because that...
Now check this out. The interview wraps up now with that. And he asks him a very random question of like, well, what are you doing next? To me, that's
Lucy,
the tell.
don't do it.
To me, that's the tell that he knows this guy and he like hit him up to be like, Lucy, you really got to stop doing that. You really got to stop doing that. She just knocked over like a candle.
A bong and a candle.
No liquid in it. It's an empty bong. Just knocked over a bunch of shit. Just trying to jump up and be a goofball. But yeah, that's the tell to me, I think, that this guy knows this guy and he invited him on. Or he actually asked the guy, hey, can I come on your platform and talk about this shit? Get a little boost going. He's dropping a new project. This is promo. This all is promo. Whether he wants to admit it or not, he knows what he's doing here. He knows exactly what he's doing.
Value for people to see. You understand your worth, and you have no issue standing on your 10 toes down. Freaking, it's powerful.
Thanks,
powerful.
And I hate talking negative because there's so many people that show me love, bro. So me having to do this, when I don't do podcast interviews, you know, I don't do this shit because I hate fucking talking about this. I don't need that negative energy in my life. I'm already fucking miserable half the time. I don't need more shit to make me fucking fueled up. But you know what? There's so many people out there that show love to me and love me for who I am, for my good and my bad, and those are the people that I always want to highlight, always.
So
except for if they're Juggalos, or maybe if they are Juggalos.
We'll shift a little bit more positive thought process. Speaking of what's coming up for Skits?
Right.
What's you know? I know.
Why do I feel like Skits Craven wrote these questions? Yeah, we're done. That's it. What's next for Skits Craven? That's the sign that we're fucking done. All right. Let's see. All right, I want to show this next. This will be a good way to go next. I want y'all's opinion on this. I need Juggalo's opinion on this. I think Eminem bit Esham. I really think Eminem bit Esham. So he just did this show. I think this was down in Texas. And this is how he came out. I'm going to make this bigger for y'all. This is a bite. I'm going to go ahead and say it. No one show Esham this because he's going to get upset. Esham's going to get upset if he sees this. But this is a bite. Shit, where the fuck? Oh, wait, that's not the one. I need this one. That's what I need. No one show Esham. He's going to get mad. He's going to go and cut a promo on Twitter about M again. We don't need him doing that. All right, we'll put that right there. This is a bite. This is a bite. See what that is? Got the coffin coming in. Dog, that is such a bite. Coming out with the chainsaw and the Jason mask. That is such a bite. All right, That's a good time to pause.
I fucking don't even like Eminem's anymore. He makes me mad.
I mean, even you know about, because I've talked about it so many times, that Esham used to come out in the coffin back in the day.
Yes.
I mean, even she knows that that's a fucking bite immediately.
So dumb, dude.
I mean, that's just whack as fuck. Let's talk about something a little bit more fresh. MF Doom's Food 20th anniversary. Pre-orders are up now. They dropped it again on vinyl, CD, a bunch of merch shit. If you have not heard MF Doom's Food, do yourself a favor and go listen to one of the best concept albums ever in hip-hop. I want to talk about this Green Day Dookie Demastered thing. Have you seen this, babe? I've been trying not to talk about this. I think I might have fucked up and told you about it. So Green Day put out, let me see if this still works even. This website still works. So Green Day put out their album Dookie Demastered.
I've been listening to Dookie too.
Oops. Make this a little smaller. So that means that they put out the album on some home devices, I guess would be the way to put it. They put it out on this talking fish gimmick, a Teddy Ruxpin, a floppy disk, I think. They song each on these, like an electric toothbrush. And I think you can actually bid on the items. Yeah.
Have the time to listen to me. Why?
Hilarious and awesome. Runs on a Game Boy. I think that's kind of brilliant. I think it's kind of brilliant. I really like that. Anyway.
Yes.
Joe, thank you for the
We are
super
both
chat.
Feeling better.
Well, we're so much better.
Let me just tell you something
Thank
about
you, Joe.
walking
Let me find
pneumonia. I got worse for literally 13 days straight. And like every day it got worse instead of like getting better. And I thought I was going to die in my sleep. And
Joe said, happy you're both feeling better. Love seeing so many friends in the new Shaggy and Darby videos. That's a good time to bring those up, I guess. Yeah, we just watched both of those right before going live because I hadn't seen the Shaggy video all the way through and you hadn't seen the Darby video. So we just refreshed and watched both of them right before going live. And yeah, both of them done by King Zab, by the way. The Darby video is the best use of AI I've ever seen in a music video. I said that in the chat as I was watching it. I got the feeling from seeing the thumbnail that that's what they were doing with that video. But man, is it so good. It is so good. $20 super chat from MP. Shouts out to MP. I put on MF Doom Food. Nice pick. Whoop whoops. Thank you. That is a great album. Good. Check out Operation Doomsday afterwards. Almost as good as Food. That might be a controversial opinion. I don't know.
Oh my God, Preston, you look so fucking cute right now.
He's laying on the scratchy.
You're the cutest,
He's
most handsomest big boy ever.
Tyler, the creator, has a new album dropping called Chromacopia. This new character, Saint Chroma, which is the name of the first single. First music video out now. And another video single called Noid is out now. Dropping on my birthday, October 28th. I'm fucking helly excited about more Tyler music. NASCAR Aloe put out a song today called Move to America. Hi, I'm Ghost dropped a Jonathan Davis featuring song called Dark Fantasy, which must be shit.
So that is what he played. But I asked you this question at Lost Lands when he dropped it at Lost Lands because he said with Jonathan Davis.
Yeah.
He never.
He said my daddy. He didn't say my dad.
He never mentions his dad ever.
He actually said with Jonathan Davis from Korn. If I'm correct.
Yes, correct. Which I'm
my
like,
dad, Jonathan Davis from Korn.
What did she say?
100% don't care about Tyler the Creator. Oh, wait, no. Emma, you are making it to Hollow Wicked?
Making it to Hollow Wicked?
No.
No, I have to work.
We wish we could. Jeez, you know that. Jeez.
She wants me to go.
Yeah, I bet she does.
Without you.
I bet she does. Lardy B got a new EP called The Cotton Candy Psycho that came out today. Free Will is dropping a full album. Bridget Bites dropped Daughter of the Wicked Shit 2 on streaming, and she's got a Twitch channel. Bridget Bites _. I was on Team MUJ with Bridget, Mike Cole and the Team MUJ boys, and Umo. Umo showed up for almost the whole fucking stream.
Can you guys stop referring to Eminem as M because it's confusing as fuck?
Can we call him Emily? Now that will be less confusing, perhaps. No. Team MUJ is also on Twitch. Team MUJ, all one word. I think they said they're doing a special gimmick where they're streaming a horror movie this Friday, some unreleased comedy horror or something. They're being a little bit vague on whatever that means, but I think that's worth checking out too. Both Bridget Bites and Team MUJ on Twitch. Will Gates, Trash Boy Trilogy. On CD. I think he probably already sold all of them, so I think you guys probably missed your opportunity. Hit up Will Gates if you want one of the Trash Boy Trilogy CDs, or all three. I think the idea is he's selling them all three as one go. He also dropped Outcast 2 EP, continuing his weekly drops. Cheese House dropped a bunch of fucking songs, like 4 of them or some shit. And they announced Cheesegate Eternal is not a lyric EP, which will be available at HalloWicked exclusively. And I think they're doing some kind of fucking show in a hotel again.
Yeah, that's scary.
I thought it said something about blowing up the, what was it? Blowing up the bathroom or something. And it took me like 3 times of reading the flyer to realize, oh, that's the name of the hotel, the Baymont. Or why did my brain think it was blowing up the bathroom? I don't know.
You're crazy.
That's just where my brain went.
I'm ready for a McChicken.
What's that?
I'm ready for a McChicken.
Yeah, we're almost there. We're getting there. Acetone Boogie, Bloodstained Love Songs music video also dropped this past week. We got this Frankie Goldie Thanksgiving show, but first I want to talk about the Sick New World lineup. Did you see this?
Mm-mm.
So this is some fucking weak sauce compared to the other ones. Oh, I should have gotten the flyers for the other ones too. This is weak sauce. Metallica and Linkin Park.
The new Linkin Park.
Ugh.
Queens of the
Stone Age, which you would be hyped for that.
I would love to see Evanescence, and I would love to see AFI, but only as like
a lot of this, though, I'm going to go ahead and say it, a lot of this ain't even really new metal to me.
Most of this
A lot of this is not
Under Oath. Oh my God, that's wild.
That Glassjaw, too?
But see, yeah, this is not... Darren Gray? They're still a fucking band?
That's new metal, though, at least, you know?
I just haven't even heard that... Wow. I haven't even heard or read
maybe
that
that's
name
not Glassjaw.
in fucking 15 years. That's fucking wild. Darren Gray, holy shit.
Man, I feel like this whole lineup is just a drop-off, though. Yeah, Orgy's fresh.
That's kind of fucking whack.
A lot of this is just more like metalcore or like
I would love to
punk
see
rock.
Under Oath, but Under Oath also is not.
Or pop punk even.
Yeah.
A lot of that shit's
3 Days Grace 2X.
Acid Bath is a weird one. That's like more noise or something, right?
It's fucking weird. Mastodon is definitely not.
Meshuggah. I don't know, man. These like a lot of these are just more like straight up metal or something. I don't know.
This is fucking. I mean,
it's definitely like feeling like a drop off for me.
There's less than 10 bands on here that I would want to see.
Definitely doesn't even make me interested in going to the festival. Whereas the last 2,
yeah, that's big.
We were definitely like, fuck. We should have just gone to that first one. We really fucked up not going to that first one. All right, the Frankie also in Vegas though. Franksgiving. 11:15, Friday 11:15. Frankie is doing a show in Vegas. I think that's doubling as like a Friendsgiving. I think the second night, I think on the 16th is the more Friendsgiving dinner type beat, like at a secret location type beat. But yeah, Frankie Goldie, Willie Hayes, Maniac, Will Gates, the Khan Dynasty, Lil Titan, Unhappy, and Fear You. This is Franksgiving. Garden, we already talked about Darby's new music video. Let's see. I think he got a new song dropping this Friday. Yeah, they said, I think he said a new song every Friday until the record drops on the 1st. Let's see.
Preston, you're the best.
Let's see. Quit Looking at Me, You're Making Me Nervous is out now. So there's a new song dropping this Friday as well. It's a Preston's. That is a Preston song title. Everything makes him nervous though. But yeah, chapter17.com for the Darby pre-order packs. Let's talk about the tour in a second. Also at chapter17.com.
I want the sneakers.
Yeah, let's talk about the shoes, the
I want
Moonwalkers.
the sneakers. Oh my God, you're so fucking cute. I can't even stop looking. I feel like I need to go get my glasses for this.
All right, here's the big chunky.
Oh, I want them.
Look at this, by the way. Size 6 and 7 already sold out.
Okay, well, I'm fucked.
Weren't you saying size 8 might work better, though?
No, that's a size 10 in women's. I'm a size 8, 9. And because they're wide, like big skater chunky shoes.
Yeah, you kind of need the smaller ones because they are wider.
I would be like a 6 men's.
Yeah, you can tell they're definitely some wider boys.
So
definitely that chunkier skater style.
So I would need a 6.
Ouija been working on these for like 2 years. I remember there was another prototype that he posted fucking forever ago.
So if anyone is selling a pair of size 6s,
yeah, this bitch is gonna be trying to cop a size 6.
I will clown foot my ass and put them in a 7, but Preston.
So you think you would need a 6?
Yes, because they're wide. So I'm like a 8. So I need a 6.
That's gonna be fucking. I feel like a 6 is gonna be hard to find. Give it a year. Give it a year. Maybe someone will be selling them. Maybe they'll do another drop. Maybe they'll make more of them though, if they do well enough. So Ouija and Wacko have a strain of weed and a song out called Stankenstein. They also have a song called Bury a Body that they dropped shortly before Stankenstein. Do you think Ouija on a recent live stream said that there is another project coming after Garden? Do you think that's a collab project with Wacko? You don't want it? You don't want it? She don't want the Wacko Ouija collab.
No.
Do you think that's what it is, though? With 2 songs dropping? I think it might be.
Juggalo Young Gravy.
Wacko ain't so bad. I like that Let It Rain song.
Do you know what it was? It was his stupid ass fucking photographer. Okay, following him on the. Listen,
motherfucking airhead shit. We smoking
stinking. Not like him. It made me not like the thing.
Do you want to tell that story? We might as well tell that story. So we were at the gathering, late night walking. We were walking from, I think, the slaughterhouse tent to back to camp. We were walking from slaughterhouse tent back to camp. We see a group of people walking in front of us who have an entourage, to say the least. They have cameras out, lights on the cameras. They are taking pictures as this group of people, this entourage, are walking. I'm not thinking much of it. We're just...
I'm a horse.
It's just me, you, and Kosuke, I think.
I have become a horse.
She has become a horse.
At this time of night.
It's late. Dark. It's late. It's got to be 1 a.m.
It's dark as fuck.
It's got to be like 1 a.m. or something. So we're walking back to the camp, and we realize they're taking pictures, and it's Wacko and his crew, and like we're like, oh fuck! It looks like we're like hound dogging or like following him or something.
The situation.
So I'm like fucking. We're like trying to like walk faster and like walk behind walk beside and around the whole entourage because they're walking rather slow and taking pictures and shit.
It was beyond that. It was beyond that. They were walking in a big ass fucking group, like strutting down the fucking streets of the gathering.
Yeah. They might have been vlogging too.
The fucking photographer is acting like a fucking paparazzi, getting them in motion, like they just like candid photo of me and the homies walking down the street. And you know those fucking professional cameras with the fucking crazy flashes that are like for 10 seconds long?
Yeah.
It's dark, I'm a horse, and there's a fucking crowd of people around me that I don't know what's going on. And I get fucking blinded, and then I'm like totally disoriented, and I'm in a giant crowd of people at 1 a.m. And I just thought that, wow, these fucking cool guys are not so fucking cool. And also when he was on stage, I was like, who the fuck is this Juggalo Young Gravy, and why is he wearing this weird ass backpack? He's so goofy. And they were like, oh, that's wacko. And I was like, oh. So long story short, I don't like Juggalo Young Gravy.
Juggalo Young Gravy got this weed strain also with Violent J called Death that comes in a coffin pack. And we're not done. We're not done because Shaggy has one too with Juggalo Young Gravy called Red Rum. Wacko on tour with like 03 Greedo right now too. Got a weed pack with 03 Greedo. Got a weed pack dropped with Soulja Boy, your favorite rapper. See, does that make you like him a little bit?
No, because I love Russ, and Jelly Roll did a song with him, and I still thought it was whack.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about that real quick. Jelly Roll did a tweet last week with he dropped some album and was like selling $5 copies on Walmart or something, and I think he got really butthurt that not enough people bought his album at Walmart. That was my initial thought. Because he made this tweet about, I'm gonna expose the music industry. Russ was right. I'm going to expose them. And then what does he do? He drops a song with Russ.
Oh my God, look at Preston right now.
So fucking corny.
But yeah,
so fucking
I was
corny.
like literally scrolling through my release radar, and I'm like, ooh, Q. And then I was like, what the fuck is this bullshit? It upsetted me.
So we missed a bunch of Shaggy the Airhead news. So he was doing a production deal to stack funds for Texas. I think that's done now. He might still be running it. I think it was half off production for Shaggy the Airhead, and he was sending out mystery packs to people and shit. They did a Lazy and Crazy drop. Let's see. Yes. I don't know if this is still up. But there's this drop. And then there was one.
Joe said I have lots of feelings about Jelly Roll. Me too.
This is a hilarious tweet. I want to read this tweet that someone did earlier today about Jelly Roll while we're at it. I'll show you this other Shaggy the Airhead thing and read you this thing about the women's drop finally. At By Your Logic, lead actor from Pixar's Sodas, wrote this tweet. Jelly Roll seems like a joke being played on Americans. He's like a background character from a Garth Ennis comic that's supposed to be a play on how stupid and remedial modern entertainment in America is. Holy shit, was that nail on the fucking head.
Yeah,
Garth Ennis is the guy who wrote Boys and Preacher. Okay. Ladies, I have been working so hard on the first ever full women's Lazy and Crazy drop. I'm so proud of it. I'm so nervous and I need your help. I originally wanted to do this release for the females only, but it's been brought to my attention I should release the men's collection to match it. Definitely should drop the men's collection to match it. So for my friends who have been patient and are really wanting this release, do you want me to make matching outfits for the men? Yes.
Yeah, I commented on it.
Yes, definitely. Yes. Do you only want this to be women's exclusive? You deserve the dopest possible collection, and I want to focus on what you would want. I promise it's nothing like you would expect, but in a good way. I'm so excited about this. It came out perfect, and I think it's one of the freshest collections to date. I'm not exactly sure when this will release, but it's almost here. Thanks for your love and support, Lazy and Crazy. And Shaggy 2 Dope drop as well, which this is based off of some shit I'm going to show you in a little bit, where Shaggy had done all of these sketches for a tour, and some of them got used in some designs for a Shaggy drop. I think this might still be up there. It might be gone though. LazyandCrazyClothing.com for pre-orders. Fee Fi Fo Fun video we already talked about. Shouts out to King Zab as well. We didn't finish kind of talking about that. We only talked about the Darby video. Mad homies made it into that video. Josh getting a whole fucking bar or a whole half a bar.
Looking
spitting.
fresh, some motherfucking
Josh spitting a
death.
whole half a bar in the video. Will showing up in the video. I think both Wills. I think I might have saw Wisco Masco, Will the Mask Maker.
Nick front and center.
Nick in various shots, of course. Justin from the Shaggy Show showing up in the fucking thumbnail. JR Butcher Pete showing up in there. Saw mad homies in there just watching it again for the entire time. I only saw like the very beginning of it last night. Mikey Clark got a new album coming out. The Zombies Roam. Let's see. October 31st on Halloween, The Zombies Roam, a new Mikey Clark album or project. Also out today is an ICP related song. Monster Wolf, who's on tour with ICP for the Train of Terror tour, the Terror Train, the trains that are terrorizing tour, have a song with Violent J called Welcome to the Dark Carnival that came out today. We talked about that last time a little bit. That's out today. Hopefully I get Monster Wolf on to talk a little bit about the tour for this series of streams that we're doing. Purely speculation on that. Here's the updated flyer for the Kick the Wicked tour with the added date. I think the Cleveland, Ohio date was the new one that they put on here. I do believe this is the updated flyer. Kick the on after the Train of Terror tour. Kick the Wicked's going on in November, but before that, shit, starting tomorrow in Tennessee, the Train of Terror tour with the Insane Clown Posse doing different sets at every show, doing a different show at every show, and JCW on every show, OUIJA MACC, Wacko the Kid, a.k.a. Juggalo, Young Gravy, Shaggy the Airhead, and Monster Wolf all opening. But yeah, JCW is streaming on every show. I'm going to do a little wrap-up stream the following day, the following afternoon. The idea being that we're doing a stream theoretically, while the caravan is on the road to the next show. So around 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, Juggalos can tune in to the Humble Among broadcast system while they're driving and be in the chat and be chatting while they're driving, all dangerous like on the road. That's my goal, at least. Shouts out to the Tommy G of the Backseat Boys who pitched this idea, and I thought it was a great fucking idea, so I'm running with it. The idea is to be sort of a cross-promotion type of thing. But yeah, that'll be hella fun. No Fago Armageddon, though. At the Bitchin' Wild Bucks, is there... Oh, I went to the other page. So the Bitchin' Wild Bucks show, this is the pay-per-view show. This will be streaming as well, but I think you're going to have to pay for it. No word yet on what platform this will be a pay-per-view on. I should probably try to text Tommy or Jay to see if I can get some information about that, see if anyone knows. Because I haven't seen them post about it anywhere. I don't know if it's Fight TV or, was it Triller? I guess it's Triller TV. It'll be on, or if it's just a YouTube pay-per-view, or if it's that weird Detroit, local Detroit thing that we had to do last year for the pay-per-view. I don't really know. But there might not be Fago at this show. It was brought to my attention by none other than the great and powerful Cheese House that there might not be Fago at this show, because if you look at the VIPs that they have been posting, and they list Fago Armageddon in all of them except for this one. There's no Fago Armageddon listed for the Bitchin' Wild Bucks, so I'm thinking no Fago at the Bitchin' Wild Bucks show. Shouts out to Cheese House for that exclusive. Let's see. Violent J was just on commentary. Oh, and for the Train of Terror tour, by the way, every show brings 17 cans of food, 17 good food items if you want to get the exclusive Hallow Wicked single this year. That's the only way you get it. It's not by dressing in costume or just buying a ticket. Buying a ticket does not guarantee you the single. You have to bring 17 different food items or good stuff. Bring a Chef Boar ID or some shit like that.
What the hell was that? Chef
Boar RD. Boar RD. Let's see. Jay was on commentary for a Wrestle Revolver show that I missed. I need to see if Koski wants to come over so we can watch a replay of that.
Yeah, his damn remotes for his TV.
Yeah, he still needs to pick up those. God damn.
He's been here like 3 times.
I know, he still hasn't picked them up. He lost his damn AirPods here. By the way, if you find a set of AirPods lying around, those are Koski's.
I mean,
I've looked for them already. I don't think they're...
for my earrings under the couch.
Yeah, I don't think they're here, but if we find them, they're Koski's.
Preston, what are you doing?
Let's see. The Dead Seance, the Dead Rockstar Seance is on YouTube. This is something that Justin told me about at the Gathering, and I'm so hyped that they actually dropped it. Super funny. Go check it out. It's actually a pretty funny little bit. JCW Lunacy episode 8 has dropped. I think we're not getting another Lunacy episode until tomorrow. I think live streamed will be the next Lunacy episode. Speaking of the Backseat Boys, Trip TV, their vlog series is up on the SPO Wrestling YouTube. Season 2 premiered, so they're continuing their vlog. I think Violent J has a cameo in that vlog, by the way. I talked about Daily Show. Shaggy 2 Dope show was canceled. This was some weirdness. This Oklahoma show that was supposed to go down on the 19th. The two owners... Preston, what are you doing? The two owners of Backstage Music Venue have canceled the Shaggy 2 Dope show. Please request your refunds on the ticket site you purchased them from. Sorry for the inconvenience once again.
Oh,
don't know what's the deal with that.
did it.
Yeah, the venue is the one that shut down the show. I don't know why. But that show got moved. That was the show that got moved. It was at initially one venue in a different city, I think, even. And it got moved to a different city or a different venue. So I don't know if there was maybe some local pushback or something. Clearly something was going on with that. Oh, I have an audio clip. There's a special host. I think this might be exclusive information. If you guys aren't fans of Gas Digital, I don't think you guys would have heard this. This is exclusive Juggalo information here. Shouts out to Michael on Instagram for sending me this clip.
Fortunately, because I'm going on tour with the Insane Clown Posse Wednesday the 23rd through Halloween. I am the new voice of Juggalo Championship Wrestling.
You hear that?
Starting in Nashville, driving up to Detroit for Halloween. I'll
know
go to
who that voice is?
InsaneClownPosse.com for all the dates, but I'll be on all those shows, so let's fucking hang out.
You're welcome, Zach, for allowing you to take
Zach.
the time.
Did I call and ask nicely?
Okay,
Zach
was it going to say no? No,
but-
Zach, don't do your dream gig that you were literally built for.
The odd-looking fella.
But no, you did actually
Yeah, the
ask, which
fat
was very nice of you,
guy.
but you didn't have to ask. That's ridiculous.
Zach Amico will be the host.
Congrats to Zach. So yeah, Zach will...
You stop that. You're going to encourage them. Yeah, Zach Amico will be the host of JCW shows on this tour, the Train of Terror Tour. The Terror Train Tour, the Train of Terror. Which one is it? I keep saying it all these different ways.
Sleepy Train.
The Train of Terror Tour. Okay. That is the right name. Okay. I'm almost done. I got a few more things to do. Shaggy Show, October 8th. Let's see. ICP's YouTube hit 1 million subscribers. Shaggy says he gets no money from that. Hype Train record was broken on this episode by reaching level 17. Shaggy will be trying to stream while on the Train of Terror tour. I don't know if he's on right now. He could be on right now for all I know. Because it is a Tuesday. Is he on right now, y'all? Let's check real quick. Beep, 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 beep. Shaggy Show. Nope. He ain't on live right now. So I lucked out. I'm not trying to stream while the Shaggy Show is streaming. Too Tough Tony shit his pants while wrestling Kid Cash in TNA. He shit his pants in Kid Cash's face while wrestling Kid Cash in TNA. No Thursday stream. They ended up doing a Thursday stream. Anyway, new shirts of cartoon characters wearing ICP face paint. So this is what the last thing I have to show you is. These are all on the Train of Terror tour. These different little mashups. These are stuff that Shaggy drew. Here's Peter Griffin as Violent J and Shaggy as Homer Simpson. Here's some regular show flavor. Also Jay and Shaggy painted. Here's Adventure Time. Juggalo Adventure Time, Jay and Shags. You're not feeling these? And last but certainly not least, Ren and Stimpy.
That's fresh.
Which is definitely the best one.
That's fresh.
Now, these designs will be on T-shirts on the Train of Terror tour, but no word on the colorways. Shaggy did say there was going to be some other freshness on them. Let's see. The Shaggy and Wacko Red Rum Weed collab. Shaggy has mad weed in his house. He tells some selling weed lore. They show the TMZ Bigfoot footage that we showed last time or a couple episodes back. Shaggy thinks it's real. Justin is skeptical. Frontier Airlines fire. Shaggy went to see Billie Eilish. Manny wants to name a gun after Pink. They do national days. They eat fluffernutters. Shaggy asks the age-old question. Who got started on cocaine? Whitney or Bobby? Who started on cocaine? Whitney or Bobby?
It's a tale as old as time. Dude got her into it.
I feel like it's got to be It's got to be he got her into it, right?
Not for nothing, but
I feel the same way.
All of my past and addictions, I'm not blaming them for it. Certainly, I made my choices that I made, but it started because of a dumb dude that I was dating.
All right. The Shaggy and Renee show is next. That's the October 15th show. I guess they maybe didn't stream. on that Thursday. Shaggy and Renee show. This was a good one. Definitely recommend you just go watch this on your own. This was a great stream. Shaggy trying to give away a stinky mildew smelling jersey for Hype Train. It was kept in a bag after being soaked in Faygo since Skankfest. So it has been in the bag for a little bit. It is stinky. It is mildewy. It's possibly moldy. Thanks, everyone, for the birthday wishes. Shaggy 2Dope's 50th birthday just went by. That was the Pink show he went to, apparently. Shaggy used to play with roach clips and cigarette butts as a kid. Snoop Dogg for the anniversary episode of The Shaggy Show. Renee pops for a new Reba McEntire television show that is apparently on the air. She's really excited to learn about it. Shaggy can see how parents end up shaking their babies to death, but he does not condone it. Renee and Shaggy's first date was the Great Malenko release party. There's a story about Kid Rock coming into the Great Malenko release party where he just came in and exclaimed, "I just got signed to Atlantic!" And they were just like, what a douche. They were just talking shit about Kid Rock because he came in all drunk screaming he got signed to Atlantic at the This was at the Great Malenko release party too. That's pretty good lore right there. Shaggy and Renee can't remember their most memorable moment together. Instead, they remember their worst moment, which was when Shaggy was on pills, drunk driving, and Renee was in the car behind him driving, watching him swerve all over the road behind him. I think that's the story where he got pulled over and had to sweet talk his way out of that shit. Didn't get a DUI somehow. Shaggy would relapse when he was on the road back in the day. He would start drinking when he was only on the road. Hence the Dropkick Fred incident. Shaggy quit booze with the help of a medication, but he quit pills, smoking, and sody pop, all without medication. Renee says that's a big deal right there, and she looks at Shaggy with pride, and it's a fucking adorable moment. Shaggy wants to fight a kangaroo or a wallaby. There's some pizza that shows up. Lucha Ronin unmasks Lucha Lili in a mask versus mask match. The number one thing they argue about in their relationship is Shaggy's memory. Renee says, no, it's just you.
Felt.
He proposed to Renee on Ballas on a Boat 2012.
No, what the fuck?
Because he thought she was going to leave him.
Oh, okay.
He was messed up on pills at their wedding, apparently like falling into the plate and falling into the cake and shit. Ooh. Trying to eat flowers on his plate. That's what she said. Trying to eat flowers on his plate. And then, to make up for it, because he feels like they didn't do a proper wedding, he feels guilty about it. He recently on Christmas proposed the right way. And they have plans to do a remarriage, a second wedding. Yeah, they have plans at some point to do a second wedding to make right. But they were saying that Renee feels at this point they maybe don't even have to do the wedding because he made it, just the proposal made it better. He made it better. Shaggy's favorite photo shoot they ever did was the Jekyll Brothers prosthetic hands photo shoot. Least favorite is anything with fake blood because it gets all sticky and weird and cold and all that shit with the fake blood. He's glad he doesn't have to fight as often anymore these days unless he runs into Skitz Kraven. Oh, man. That's Skitz Kraven. Oof. Anyway. Says he puts family over his work these days. Used to work all the time. That in itself, I feel like, is a very telling and eye-opening statement. I think that explains a lot of what's going on right now, because I've said it many times before. The reason that Shaggy is kind of separated, it seems, and doing his own thing is he's got 2 young kids he's raising, and he missed a lot of his other 3 kids being brought up, but 3 or 4 kids being brought up. He missed their childhoods being on tour. So I think there's a great element of this is Shaggy's got young kids. He wants to be there for their childhood, for raising them. And Jay's got 2 kids who are basically adults now, and one's off to college, one's about to go off to college type beat. Let's see. There's a baby mouse in Lucha Lili's mask somehow. And they start playing with the mouse. Shaggy wants it out of there. Shaggy wants Buttons to come and take care of it. Apparently it has some kind of injury, they think. They want to put it outside. Shaggy had, let's see. Oh, back in the day, Shaggy had one dreadlock that would hang in Renee's face when they would bang. And Renee hated that dreadlock. Yeah, I took a note about that. Justin misses working at Culver's. Shaggy...
The ice cream place?
Yeah, he used to work there. He misses it, though. Shaggy brought ornate toothpicks to the stream for some reason. The mouse comes back. Shaggy speaks on the psychopathic writers being advertised on Clockside Fest. I feel like I almost want to play all that clip. Nah, we should keep going. If you guys want, I'll play that clip or make a video about that clip. But Shaggy speaks at the end of the stream about psychopathic writers being advertised on Clockside Fest. Basically, he says, whoever's doing that's tricking you. We're definitely not going to be there, which is some no shit. Obviously, psychopathic writers ain't going to be there. All right, one more from October 17th, a surprise stream. The stage worn jersey is indeed getting moldy in the bag. It's a giveaway for a hype train, mind you. This moldy jersey is a giveaway. It's a prize. Manny and Justin smell the jersey as well as Shaggy. They all smell the moldy jersey. Manny starts coughing and gagging. Shaggy Two-Dope starts coughing and gagging, but Justin smells it and just no-sells the shit. Nothing. He does nothing. Shaggy says he ain't got shit prepared for today. So this is a very sparse notes, and I'm almost done. They plug that new Shaggy and Lazy and Crazy drop. Manny and Justin have new merch too at tripster.com. Saturday he will be at Oklahoma. Nope, he won't. That shit got canceled. Shaggy complains about quail eggs. Shaggy explains that there will be different shows each night of the tour on the Train of Terror, the Terrifying Train Tour. Manny not commentating on the Train of Terror tour for JCW. He's getting back surgery soon. Good luck to Manny on his back surgery. Positive vibes to Manny on his back surgery. Hopefully that goes well. Shaggy blames smelling the moldy shirt for his heartburn that he just gets and sends Justin to get Pepsid from the bathroom. Realizes that he's only had coffee today, though, and that's probably the reason for his heartburn. Shaggy doesn't know what happened with Jay's podcast, but speculates he prematurely announced it and not realizing he wouldn't have the time to do it with all the stuff on his plate with the JCW and the wrestling and whatnot. Justin searching for One Direction guy's death photos. Madonna's brother made a diss song about her. There's some Joker 2 talk. They're going to stream on Tuesday on the road. Maybe they'll still do that tonight. Doesn't look like they have done it so far, though. And definitely streaming on Thursday night, they said. Ends prematurely. They come back. I think Shaggy thought they were done with a half hour left, so they come back and they're really stretching for time for that last half hour. And that's it. That's my notes, folks. Anything else you would like to talk about before we go to McDonald's?
I know. I just want my chicken nuggets.
You want chicken nuggets and a McChicken? and a McDouble that you're gonna throw the buns away for. She's got the weirdest way of eating a McDouble, y'all. She eats actually almost all cheeseburgers like this, actually.
Every cheeseburger.
Actually, every cheeseburger, this is how she eats
Doesn't
it.
matter where it's from.
She starts it with the bun. No condiments, right? Just cheese,
I like
meat,
cheese and meat and
bread. No condiments, no fixins, no lettuce, tomato, especially not tomato. She hates tomato. She will eat this plain burger for like 3-4 bites with the bread. Then she takes, the top bun off first. So then it's just meat and half of the bread. She'll take maybe a couple more bites. Then she removes the bottom bun. And then she finishes it just the meat. She eats every cheeseburger like that.
And I don't consciously do it. I just take a couple bites and I'm like,
Don't need that
the
bread.
bread was good at first, now I don't like it. And then, yeah, I don't.
It's a process that unfolds that way every time. She dropped the vape again, in case y'all are wondering. Okay.
Sleepy.
I'm gonna go get some food. We're sleepy. We're hungry. We need to get higher. All right. Love you guys. Whoop whoop. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, gimmick.
Love you. Bye.
Things coming. I'm reading a lot lately, so I'm gonna try to be a booktuber. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna be a booktuber. Maybe I will. Maybe I will be a booktuber. Maybe I'll turn
Shut
my
up,
nose up.
Relic.
No. We're not talking Cody Rhodes. We're getting out of here now. I love you guys. Whoop, whoop.
Relic,
Have a good
you're
night.
grounded. Go to your room. I'm taking your door off.
Thank you for watching. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, gimmick. We're almost at 6,500, I think. We're like only a couple subscribes away. So make sure you hit that like, gimmick, subscribe, gimmick, so we can hit 6,500. Help fuck up the algorithm. All that good shit. All right, love you guys. Whoop, whoop.
Bye.
End broadcast.